Well, a lot of big news stories here in southern Arizona for 2019.
News 4 Tucson photojournalist Andrew Melendez gives us a look at some of them. Good evening, everybody. A manhunt continues along the U.S.-Mexico border after 9 Americans were killed in an ambush.
5 of the survivors now working to recover at Banner University Medical Center. Charred, bullet-riddled vehicles. A painful reminder for 3 families torn apart.
It's been a nightmare.
There really aren't words to describe the so awful, so unthinkable.
5 of the 8 children who survived are being treated at Banner University Medical Center.
2 escaped prisoners wanted in connection with a Tucson murder. It all started back in April after an East Side house fire.
Detectives determined foul play was involved after locating his vehicle the next day. Earlier this week, the couple escaped in Utah as they were being extradited back to Pima County. And News 4 Tucson's Lupita Murillo digging deeper tonight into the search for this couple.
The Digging Deeper team has learned there was a 3rd inmate in the van that was being extradited to Pima County along with the Barksdales. His name isn't being released because authorities tell us he's a victim of a kidnapping. The 3 inmates were due into the Pima County jail late Monday night or early Tuesday morning. The Barksdales' escape is on everyone's radar, including warning interstate motorists they're accused of killing 72-year-old Frank Bly 4 months ago.
Well, just moments ago, a judge sentenced the man who pleaded guilty to killing Nogales police officer. News 4 Tucson's Danelle Confair joins us live outside of the courtroom with the latest details. This just happened just moments ago. Danelle, what do you know?
Angelique, the judge sentenced 29-year-old David Murillo to life without the possibility of parole. Murillo is likely to spend the rest of his days in prison. The death penalty is off the table because of his plea deal. Nogales police officer Jesus Cordova responded to one of the carjackings and tried to stop Murillo. Murillo jumped out of the stolen car and fired his weapon several times at Cordova, who later died from his injuries. The victim's family read a statement along with the Nogales police chief. We'll hear from him coming up at 6.
We shot at last night's Tucson City Council meeting has now gone viral, already viewed more than 3 million times. The man now known as Green Shirt Guy is trending as #1 on Twitter.
This was 6:30 on Tuesday night. By Wednesday morning, the man in the green shirt was the #1 trending topic on social media.
It's been kind of nonstop, constant communication and updates, and it's weird. Why wouldn't you laugh at this? People really took time out of their day to go interrupt a city council meeting to just yell crazy, ignorant, racist, like hate-filled stuff.
Arizona lawmakers are one step closer to making Arizona a hands-free driving state. According to Look, Save a Life Executive Director Brendan Lyons, the House Transportation Committee passed the distracted driving bill this afternoon.
All right, new at 6. It's really not often that we see snow in the desert. In fact, it's pretty rare. News 4 Tucson's Danelle Confair talked with an expert on the environment about the science behind that snow.
Morning to early afternoon, we saw snow throughout Tucson and neighboring cities. It's a rare occurrence, like you were saying, that has many people wondering why it's cold enough to snow here in the desert.
Simple science behind it is really it's just a mix between moisture that's present and low temperatures below 32 degrees.
We've never seen it like this out here before. I've lived here my whole life, and it's never been that drastic out here before.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us. Breaking news tonight in the college basketball fraud case.
Ari Alexander joins us with the latest. Ari.
John, Angelique, we've got confirmation that former Arizona basketball assistant coach Emmanuel Book Richardson has reached a plea agreement with federal prosecutors. Richardson is accused of taking roughly $20,000 in bribes to recruit players to Arizona and divert them to certain agents and financial advisors. Sentencing is still to be determined, but could be within a range of 18 to 24 months. It is not yet known how much Richardson's guilty plea can affect any NCAA investigation into potential impropriety in Arizona. The agreement itself will be filed shortly, and we'll have more information in the coming hours.
Officials with the National Weather Service say the tornado hit around 9:25 Tuesday night here in Wilcox. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration was out assessing the damage to confirm that a tornado did indeed touch down in the area.
Center pivot irrigation that's been turned over. Also taking down, knocking through power lines, a string of power lines. That's a pretty good indication you may have a tornado.
The Arizona Wildcats are on the verge of winning the biggest football game in their school's history.
Arizona's 16-3 upset over #1 ranked Washington back in 1992, ending the Huskies' 22-game winning streak, went down as arguably one of the most memorable moments in Coach Dick Tomey's more than a decade-long career as U of A's head football coach. It was the emergence of the famed Desert Swarm, an in-your-face defense that Tomey's most known for masterminding. He ranks as the all-time winningest coach in U of A football history. One of the biggest years for Coach Tomey was in 1998 when the Cats finished off a 12-1 season by knocking off Nebraska in the Holiday Bowl. Overcoming the odds, something Tomey did on the field with the Wildcats and in the community as a symbol of the person we all came to know, making the U of A and Tucson as a whole rock solid.